Aggies defense trying to make a stand at the 1-yard line. Put Roy Miller, the defensive tackle, into the ballgame as a blocker for the Longhorns. He weighs about 300 pounds. Cody Johnson lined up in front of Ogbonnaya. Hustling into the end zone for a touchdown. There you go, Cody. Behind the block from the defensive tackle, his 11th rushing touchdown this season. D lineman loves that. Get in there, be part of a touchdown. Pure power down to the goal line.
Absolute total power down by the goal line. This Texas offense has worn out the Aggies defense. And Miller, 99, you see him there, big feller. Well, he was great in our meetings, wasn't he? You talking about intensity, talking about this game?
How'd you feel if you're a linebacker having to deal with him lead blocking you and he squats 690 pounds?
Yeah, that's what, 300, leading 260 pounds into the end zone. Set up by the long catch and run of Jordan Shipley. Johnson punches it in, and the style points begin to pile up. 35-3 now with 14:25 to play. There's unfortunately a lot more to say than that. Oklahoma can make their own case. Even Texas Tech, which we haven't even talked about tonight. Now this is how the next chapter in all this will play out. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Prime time on ABC. Brent Musburger, Kirk Street, Lisa Salters will have that for you from Stillwater. There's a reason why this thing was first called Bedlam decades ago, because strange things happen. You know, Stoops teams had its way with the Cowboys in recent years, but I'll tell you, a couple of times Oklahoma State has risen up and spoiled potential championship season.
Well, not long ago, when we were talking about Oklahoma State and their offense and how powerful they were. I mean, this is a very good football team. Playing at home, Jesse, you know for a fact that their defense, they have the athletes capable of winning the game.
Yeah, and if you look at Zach Robinson, Kendall Hunter, Des Bryant, there are players out there that can change the game on any given snap. Brent Venable did a great job last week against Mike Leach, had a great defensive game plan. Can Oklahoma duplicate that against another high-scoring offense at Oklahoma State?
This is Gray at the 5-yard line. And Cyrus Gray wrestled down yet. The thing is, Kendall Hunter is not 100%. We'll have to see how much he can go for the Cowboys on Saturday night as we send it to Reese for SportsCenter right now.
All right, Chris, if it's competitive NFL football games you crave, we had a plate full of turkeys on this Thanksgiving. Cowboys beat up on the Seahawks behind Tony Romo's day, 300 plus. See a couple of his touchdown passes there, 34-9 over the Seahawks. Other scores, Titans blew out the Lions. Eagles doing the same thing to the Cardinals. Westbrook, 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. SportsCenter after the game. Stay current with ESPN News.
Reese, thank you. McGee rolls left, fires, and it's way off the target. I tell you, the Longhorns, they will not let up. Will Muschamp will dial up the pressure. McGee's been chirping and woofing a lot tonight. Longhorns defense still smelling blood.
How about Mac Brown, the decision last week to make the designate coach, not in waiting, but the designated man to replace him when he comes out, Will Muschamp.
How about the raise he's going to get next season as a coordinator? $900,000. Yo.
That's a lot of good. That's some good Thanksgiving right there.
That was big time head coach money less than 10 years ago. McGee batted away. Aaron Lewis keeping on the act from the tackle position.
I think to me, it's just the difference about this Texas defense. A lot of times you see dominant defenses, active defenses that are able to get pressure from the side of the pocket. If you look each and every snap, look at the push up the middle of the field that Texas gets. And as a quarterback, there is nowhere to step up.
Muschamp as intense as ever. Up 35-3. 3rd and 10. They bring some heat. Dumps it off low, and a nice shoestring catch by Tannehill at the 30. But Earl Thomas steps him right there after a 7-yard gain. And they're well short of the first down on 4th down now.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect anything other than pressure to come their way. But this is a very fast, a young secondary that's only going to get better week after week. The more they're with Will Muschamp, the better this football team is going to become.